Good morning. Good morning. It's Jody Fitzgerald here, coming to you with today's episode of A Dog's View. I'm so excited to be here again, talking about dogs and helping people to understand who and what dogs are and how to live successfully. So today's topic is a very topic that we're diving into lies at the heart of our dogs. The idea that every animal, including your dog, is always doing their very best to survive and thrive in the world. We're all doing this. And when we really start to understand that, it can change everything about how we see the dog's behavior. Every behavior, whether it's barking, jumping, pulling, growling, digging, hiding, chewing, everything is communication. And it's a reflection of how they're coping with the world at that moment. Dogs don't wake up planning to be stubborn or reactive. They don't plan to be scared of things and barking at everything out the window. Um, and driving you crazy with this. They're simply responding to what life has taught them and what they've experienced and what their needs are at the moment, right now. They are surviving and trying to thrive. That's where the total welfare model comes in. Looking at the nutrition, making sure the nutrition is um, being taken care of and addressed properly. Because if you're not feeling well, you might be more crabby if you're not eating right, if their body's not working right. So nutrition is very important. The physical environment that they're in, are their needs being met in the environment? Is there space and predictable, enriching, and supportive? Health and fitness, making sure that their health needs are all being met and that they are getting the adequate exercise that they need, and mental stimulation included, everything that they need, and their interactions with the world. They need to be able to interact with the environment, with other people, and with other animals. So when all of these things are working together well, we get um, mental welfare, that is needs that are being met. So working at, we get to use the legs model, which is very great at helping us with looking at how to help a dog and seeing what they need, looking at their learning, uh, what their dog, everybody's always learning in their life. So what's worked for them, what hasn't worked for them before. Um, they're always they're and they're, how to help them learn is something that can really, and what they've learned can really help us see what they need, how to help them in the future. The environment, what's going on in the environment, the sounds, the smells, um, are they the space? Are they? That's the part that we get to be able to do a lot of manipulating with. We get to work with the environment, so it's really important to be considering the environment and is that environment meeting these needs, and their genetics. The genetics is what is very important for every dog to be considered, because every dog is so different. With the genetics are unique, and we get all different kinds of mixed dogs now. And the little dogs, smaller toy breeds, can be a combination of all sorts of larger breed dogs, traits. So their genetics really make a big difference when we take a look at that, and to find what needs need to be met to make their life successful and help them thrive. And their their internal emotions, and how they're physically feeling, their psychological state, their age, their development. Are they old, or are they young? Or are they a teenager? How they're feeling, in all these ways is really important. So that's why the legs model is great for taking a look at the dog and seeing um, what's going on. And when we look at the behaviors with these lenses, we stop asking what's wrong with my dog, and we start asking, what does my dog need? That's so I like to also say it another way, focusing my FITS model, focusing on the body language. Learn to listen, learn your dog's body language. I think that is one of the most beneficial things that people can do first, is actually learning their dog's body language, learning their genetics and their needs, and learning their language right from immediately. Start learning what your dog is trying to tell you when they're not looking right, if they're uncomfortable, if they're not safe. We got to do everything we can, and we can do lots to help them when we learn to focus on their body language. Their individual needs matter. Every dog is unique. That legs model, looking at total welfare, it's all individual needs matter for each dog, and trusting through communication. That's why the body language, build a relationship, learn based on understanding and not control. And every dog also has a zone of comfort. My Fitz model is I don't talk about it a ton, but I love it. I think of it in my head. The zone of comfort. Every dog, every animal has a safety space, a safety area, and we need to respect that and learn it. Learn their emotional space where safety and trust and learning can really happen. So when we really look at the total welfare and the legs of the dog, learning who they are, learning their genetics, learning what needs we can meet. It's amazing how we can really make a difference in their lives. And that's where change can really happen when we take this time to actually look at the dog and help them. So the next time that your dog does something that feels frustrating or confusing, pause and ask yourself, just stop and ask yourself, what might my dog be trying to tell me? And what need is not being met? Because behind every behavior that your dog has is a feeling, a need, and a story. Our dogs aren't just giving us a hard time, they're having a hard time. And with compassion, knowledge, and communication, we can help them not just survive, but thrive. I really hope that you find this helpful. Please share it if you did. Give it a like, subscribe to my channel, share this video with somebody who loves dogs as much as you do. And if you'd like to learn more about total welfare and the legs model, check out the link in the links for resources in my YouTube channel, or book a call. I will put the link in to book a call. You have questions, or you want to see if I can maybe help you with something with your dog, don't hesitate to book a call. It's free. You can do a quick call and tell me what's going on with your dog or your concerns, and I can let you know what I can offer. And I love helping, and it's wonderful to see dogs that were just in survival start to thrive. And when they thrive, you're happy, they're happy, life is much better. So thank you for watching. Don't hesitate to book a call and subscribe and like my channel. And I really appreciate you loving your dog too. Have a great day.